I live in San Jose. I've been a loan officer here for about 20 years. I've helped a lot of families buy homes in the Bay Area, and I just saw a number that made me pull over and record this. 272,000. That's what they're calling the middle class in San Jose right now. Not rich, not upper class, middle class. If you make 272,000 bucks a year in this city, you, my friend, are average. I need to talk about what's actually happening in California because nobody's being honest about it. The Transparency Foundation just dropped a report, and they do this every year. They take a family of four, middle class, and build out a basic budget. Housing, daycare, health insurance, car insurance, gas, electricity, water, food, the basics. Then they compare California to the national average. You ready? A typical family of four in California pays $29,753 more per year just to live here than the rest of the country. They're calling it the California cost of living penalty. And that's exactly what it is, a penalty for living here. Now, let me break it down. Housing, 124% higher than the national average. You're paying more than double what someone in Texas pays for the same house. Gas, 50% higher. Every fill-up, you're paying a California tax that doesn't exist anywhere else in the country. Electricity, 101% higher. Your PG&E bill is literally twice what someone in Arizona would pay. Childcare, 51% higher. You want to work? Cool. That'll cost you an extra $5,000 a year just to have someone watch your kids. And here's what kills me. California's inflation rate last year was 6.1%. The national average was 2.9%. Our inflation is running 210% higher than the entire rest of the country. So when politicians say inflation's coming down, they're not talking about California. We're still getting crushed. Now, let me show you why this matters. This isn't just numbers. This is your life. A middle-class family in California making $130,000 a year. Well, it sounds like good money, right? Two people making $65K each, solid jobs, doing everything right. After taxes, that family brings home about $7,200 per month. Their cost of living is $9,964 a month. See the problem? They're running a $32,000 annual deficit, going backwards. $32,000 a year just trying to exist. Where's that money coming from? Well, you know better than I do. Credit cards, home equity, retirement accounts, wherever you can dip in to find it. And this isn't some broke family who made bad decisions. This is middle-class people. People who did everything they were told to do. Go to school, get a job, buy a house, work hard. And the math doesn't math. Patrick David tells a story. He took his 5 kids out for ice cream. 1 scoop each on waffle cones. Super basic. The bill came out to $64. He looks at the camera and he says, what average family can pay $64 for ice cream? The answer is, well, they can't. They're putting it on a credit card. And that's why credit card debt just hit $1.25 trillion. That's why car repos are at the highest level they've been since 2009. That's why 60% of people on a business podcast said they're living paycheck to paycheck. The math doesn't work, and everyone's pretending that it still does. Now, here's where I get pissed off because I see this every day. People are drowning. They're maxed out on credit cards, stressed out about money, doing math in their head at the grocery store, trying to figure out if their credit card has enough money on it or if their check got deposited. Come to me and say, Ramin, can I refinance? Can I pull some equity out and pay off these credit cards? Get some breathing room. You know what's happening? Banks are denying refinances at 45.7% right now, the highest rate ever recorded. They tell people, sorry, but your debt to income ratio is simply too high. Your credit score has dropped, you don't qualify. But think about why they're saying no. If you got a mortgage at 6.5% and credit cards at 24%, well, the bank makes money on both. High interest on your house and high interest on your cards. If they let you refinance and consolidate, well, they lose the 6.5% mortgage and they lose the 24% credit card income. So they deny you. They keep you stuck. Keep making money while you drown. That's not underwriting. That is a business decision. You are the product. Jeff Snyder from Eurodollar University was breaking this down on PBD's podcast. He said, we're in a labor recession. People don't have enough income, jobs getting cut, banks see your application, but they also see the economy and they say, well, we'd rather keep this person paying high interest rather than take the risk. Your struggle is their profit margin, and that's the game. Look, I'm recording this on Saturday. Thanksgiving is right around the corner on Thursday. Christmas is right behind that. Now, I know what's going on in your house because it's going on in mine too. You're thinking about the turkey, the presents, family coming over, travel, all the stuff that costs money. And in the back of your head, you're doing the math. Can we afford this? Should we put it on the card? How bad is January going to be? That stress that you're feeling, that's not you being bad with money. That's an economy that's broken. A state that charges you $30,000 a year just to exist. Banks that would rather keep you in debt than help you get out. You're not the problem. The system is the problem. But you can't wait for Sacramento to fix it. The banks aren't going to help you. Nobody's coming to save you. You've got to make moves yourself. So here's what I want you to do. If you own a home in California and you're feeling this pressure, the credit cards, the bills, the stress, call me. 20 years doing this, seen every situation. I know products and programs most loan officers don't bother learning because they're harder to close. Now, if another lender told you no, I want to look at it. 45.7% are getting denied, but 55% are getting approved. What's the difference? Well, usually it's finding someone who knows how to structure your deal. I'm not going to hard sell you. I'm not going to run your credit without permission. I'll look at your situation and tell you straight, yes, you qualify, no, you don't, or here's what you need to do to get there. 15 minutes on the phone, and that's it. Because every month you wait, you're paying the 24% credit cards that could be at 5%. Hundreds of bucks of interest going to the banks instead of your family. The link's in the description. Email, phone number, text me, whatever's easiest for you. Let's have the conversation. Because $272,000 being middle class and families running $32,000 deficits, that's not normal. And I'm done pretending it is. California is expensive. We know that. But $30,000 a year more than anywhere else, that's not a premium. That's simply punishment. And banks are making it worse, keeping you trapped in high interest debt when there are ways out. I'm Ramin, 20 years in the Bay Area, business law professor, hundreds of families helped, and I'm tired of watching good people drown while banks get rich. Happy Thanksgiving, and I mean that. Go be with your family. But when you're ready to get out of this trap, I'm here. The link's below. Let's go.